In this Burnout Extra, I'm going to go over how we mounted my front grille into this MG. And the reason why is because we got a comment from a gentleman named Ryan, and he asked how it is exactly mounted into the car, which is actually a good question. And it was a lot harder than we expected when we were building the MG. So like I said, in this Burnout Extra, I'm going to dive into that. If you want to see something specific about one of our cars or have more questions, throw them down in the comments. We see pretty much every single one, and we will do our best to make a video out of it if you would like to hear more about it. This is a MG kit car. This front grille actually came with the Fiberfab company kit that makes the rest of the body panels to make this car look like an MG because it is a 74 Volkswagen Beetle. There's more about all of that concept in episode 3 on our channel. You can check out more about the MG. It's all over our YouTube channel here. So like I said, this specifically came with the Fiberfab kit. So unfortunately, they don't make those Fiberfab kits anymore, but they're still around. You can still see some MG kit cars on the road to this day. Now I'll dive right into how exactly it was mounted. So first I would like to mention, this is a fiberglass shroud that is supposed to go on the inside of the grille. So right underneath this chrome piece that is metal in the front, you're supposed to have this sitting right behind it. Now, this is the exact condition I received this front little shroud or mounting plate, whatever you want to call it, but it's fiberglass. It doesn't really do much for me. However, it's dented in at the top. It's sliced on one side completely in half, and then the other side is beginning to tear. And like I said, I haven't done anything to this panel. This is pretty much exactly how I got it. And if you've ever done work with fiberglass, it is not simple. Just like metalworking, there's an art to fiberglass that I do not master. So, like I said, this is supposed to go behind the grille. We struggled to even get it in place and in the right shape. So when we were building the MG in episode 3, we decided to just toss this out completely and mount the grille we have directly to the other body panels, which I'll show you right now. The number one thing we struggled with when putting this grille into place was actually getting it to fit with the fenders. And that's because these fenders go to the front of the car. So what we ended up doing was we ended up cutting the sides of the fenders. You can see the terrible cut job I did right here. And then we actually had to cut the front too, and I put in a little rubber piece the best I could to mount around it so that the grille wouldn't scratch against the fiberglass. But once again, we had to cut all around this in order to get this grille into exact place, and that was simply along the bottom and along the sides of the fenders. That took forever because you don't want to take off too much. We kept shimming one cut at a time, very thin, to try to get the grille to fit, and ultimately it barely is in place. However, from there, you're able to get a few bolts on the side, which I'll show you from the back. So you can see right here, there's a few bolts. I put one long, one shorter one in here, and this goes directly through this essentially fake grille. This is once again a fiberglass piece on the side there, and we just stuck the bolt straight through and nutted it on the back. So it's nothing special. However, it does hold in the grille with these holes that were previously drilled in the side of the grille, and once again hides this bad ridge part of the grille, but shows the nice chrome part. This is exactly how it's mounted in. There's 2 on each side, and then it's pretty much resting there otherwise. What's great is that the grille actually cannot move at all, because when you close the hood, the grille is in such a confined, tight spot that it won't budge when you're driving or even budge with the wind. And of course, in this kit car, at least, the grille does nothing except is there for looks. So there's no airflow that is needed to go through the grille to get to the engine or anything like that. It is quite simply for show. That's going to be all for this Burnout Extra. So if you want to learn more about this MG TD kit car, check out our channel or go to burnoutshow.com. We even have merchandise with this MG all over it. So be sure to check that out and definitely buy something if you'd like. But other than the hood ornament, this is completely a part of the kit, and we just mocked it up in the best way we could. Once again, if you have a video idea, be sure to list it right down in the comments. We'd love to do more of these for the people who are commenting on the videos that we make. So thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.